Hi, I'm Max Smith, also known as Thomas Miller, and this is Anything Goes by Max Smith, Season 3, Episode 10, and I'll be talking about Joe Biden and the Democratic Party. Let's talk about that. That's right, everybody. You heard me correctly. I'm going to be talking about Joe Biden and the greedy Democrats. And why is this so important, man? In part one, why is this so important that this needs to be talked about? In part two, what can we do? How can we fight? How can we regain our democracy? Because we still can do it, no matter what anyone else says out there. And then part three, wrap it all up, rephrase everything, and rephrase my call to action, and then sign off until the next video. Why is it so important that I'm talking about this, people? Because we hear all this hype about, oh, I'm going to be pushing for voter rights, and that can't even get passed. Why? Because of the filibuster, and because of greed. Because greed is what keeps the filibuster intact. You want to know more about that? Check out my video where I'm highlighting everything that you need to know about the filibuster and what it's all about. The link will be at the end of this video, as well as one of the cards and down in the description. So we kept on hearing from Joe Manchin that, oh yeah, I want to do it, and they wired it down, and nothing happens. So that's why it's so important, people, because we were really pushing and rooting, but they did to us again. They pulled the rug out from under us. Were we surprised? No, we weren't surprised. They did not pull the wool over our eyes. And they decided not to reform or get rid of the filibuster altogether, or even pass voting right laws. Because the donors, the owner donors, mean more to them than anything else. Getting that money, getting that paycheck. It's right there, front and center, people. So stop fooling yourself. Stop thinking that it's not about the money, people, because that was blatantly right there. They literally, it was put up for a vote, and Sinema and Manchin and along with Republicans and Democrats said, nope, we don't need to change it. We don't need to get rid of it. And they literally went out on national television and said, yeah, we don't need to reform it or change it. So people, they care more about money than they care about the rest of us. It's plain and simple, people. If you can't see that by now, then you really need to open your eyes and open your mind and educate yourself. Watch multiple sources, man. I'm not talking about mainstream media. I'm talking, yeah, watch a little bit of mainstream media to see what they're talking about so you can know, oh. And then watch progressive news. All sorts of progressive news where you can hear the whole story. That's what you need to do, people. That's why it's so important, man. Is that we need to open our eyes as a collective. So I encourage all you people to watch not just me, but TYT, Status Coup, Majority Report, or any other alternative progressive news out there. Because you hear stuff that you will not hear anywhere else from us. You're going to hear perspectives that you're not going to hear. We're going to tell you the whole story. Hey, and if you're a Republican and you want to talk sensibly, leave a comment. I encourage everyone to leave a comment. I encourage everyone to get to the discussion and respect everybody. So that's why it's so important. That was all the hubbub this week, man. Is people really wanted, pushing for it, calling for it, and they couldn't even deliver on that. So that's part one. Why was it so important? Part two, what can we do? Okay, so they decided not to reform or pass voting right laws. It's like they're just saying, yep, want to lose. Well, step one, don't vote for these people anymore, because you're just going to get the same thing over and over again, man. That same broken record, but different results every time. They might say things a little different. They might do things a little differently, but the end results are going to be pretty much the same. So that's number one. Stop voting these people in the primaries. Because once they win the primary, they're pretty much locked in to win or not win. So that's step number one. Step number two, once you have voted a progressive in at the local level, the national level, then don't just stop there. Don't just, and you're thinking, oh, I can just sit back, I can watch the football game, I can drink my soda or water or tea while I'm enjoying a nice TV show or Netflix. No. I'm not saying you still can't do that, but I'm saying when you can, when you have the time, it just takes about 5 to 10 minutes to send an email, to send a letter, to make a phone call. Just 5 to 10 minutes, man, about twice a week, man. Just let them know that you are wanting progressive things to get passed. And then so that's one, just to continue putting pressure to have your progressive representatives to fight back. Then, put out content, if you're a YouTuber, in your state, talking about the corruption of whether it's Joe Manchin or Christian Cinema or any of these other Republicans that are hiding behind them. Just waiting to do the same thing, saying, yep, nope, don't want to change it, but they're using them as the scapegoats. So like, well, I can just twiddle my thumbs and sit back and don't have to do anything and worry about it. So, make content, interview people, talk to the people in these videos, and then put these videos out there, man, so people in your city, in your town, in that state can go, whoa, this is what's going on? This person values this more than my life? And I'll put out some videos that you could even put out if you don't have the time to make videos yourself, or you can share with people. So that's another thing, man, is get active, get involved, whether it's once, twice a week, 3 times a month. But remember, you can still watch your Netflix and chill and all that stuff, or do whatever you like to do. You can still do that. But you get involved a little bit more in politics, because this really affects your life. So, that's what you can do. That's the actions. That's the call to action you take. Now let's go into part 3 and the wrap up. So, the key things to take away is be active, do more than just voting, encourage those progressives to fight and stand up and not just play, oh, mama bear, oh yeah, Daddy Joe. No. We don't need any of that. Encourage them to fight back, call these people out, go to their states, and then call them out. Whether you're in that state or not in that state, call out the greedy politicians, the greedy people on both sides. And also call out Joe Biden. Well, people, that's the important stuff you need to know. We might not have gotten the filibuster rule changed, we might have gotten voting rights, but we can still fight, and they will not like it, but guess what? We need to do it anyways, regardless of whether they try to shut us down. Guess what? We're an idea, and you cannot end an idea. Well, this is Maximus saying, until next time, thanks for watching, and see you all in the next one. Peace out.